and we talk about it. Hey, y'all. Hello, Annette. How are you?
I am doing peachy. How you doing? I'm kicking girl high too.
Yes, I'm good. And hello, movers. How are you? And welcome. You've tuned in to your favorite show of the week, Can We Talk? Brought to you by Movement Worldwide. We are a motivational organization there to educate minds, empower, nurture, and transform a movement to move. Yes, we are a movement to move. We want to help you thrust into your purpose to live the best version of yourself and win. We tapped into some winning information. We have some winners' resources. We're seated at the winners' table, and we invite you to sit right along with us, right, Annette?
Yes, that is so right. Again, wow. Listen, if y'all don't see how fast time is going, seems like we were just in the year.
Really?
It is speeding up. In a few days, we'll be in 2023. But I am so excited tonight about what we're going to do and share. As always, it's always a pleasure, and I don't take it for granted that God even called us to do that. So we want to say thank you for sharing and hello to everyone.
Yes, we don't take it lightly. We take it very serious what we
Yes.
do. And we're grateful again to be able to come on and have a conversation with you guys each and every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. live on this platform, Facebook and YouTube. So before we get started with our conversation, hello, Sharon. Hello, Constance. Good evening. We want you all to please, I know it's raining in a lot of places. Florida is under attack yet again, right there where Annette is, as a matter of fact. It's supposed to hit them tonight. As if y'all didn't have enough in it.
I'm telling you. Yep.
Thoughts and prayers are with you all and with my family that's there. We didn't get anything down here, thank God. I cleaned off my patio. That's the one thing that happened. The one good thing that happened, it was I cleaned off my patio in preparation, and it needed it badly. And I'm not even done, but it needed, even what I did, it needed to be done. But anyway, before we go on with our conversation, we want to ask that you would do a couple of things for us. Number one, the video that you're watching, it's on Facebook or YouTube, one of those platforms. We ask that you please subscribe to the platform. The other thing that we ask you to do is to go over to the other platform and subscribe to that one. And make sure you go to the group and follow that. So subscribe to the platform. The other thing is to hit a like button, hit a like button, the thumbs up button, whatever button helps you, whatever floats your boat, please hit a button, give us some love, show us some love and some affection. We like to hear from y'all. We like to see the voice, the words pop up on the side. We like to see the hearts. We like to see the thumbs up. We like to see the likes. So please hit the like button. And the other thing is there's an arrow that says share. We ask that you hit that button. I'm doing it right now, as a matter of fact, and I'm going into my Facebook Messenger. We want you to hit that button. You can actually share it to your page, and then you could go into everybody else's DM and share it there too, which is what I do. I actually click the share button. I share it to my page, and then I go into my friends list, and I start sharing until I can't share no more. That's what I do each and every week. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. And the other thing that you can do, we are a nonprofit organization. So every seed that's sown into our organization, we always pray that it returns to you 100-fold. So please, ma'am, please, sir, you can sow a seed, and trust me, we need a seed. I'm not going to sit here and say, we don't need it. That's not right. No, I'm not going to tell that lie. and then I'm going to shoot straight from the hip. I'm going to tell it like it is. We need every we need it. Yeah. So our prayer is that you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, sow a seed. Yes, all of that and then some. So you can sow a seed via Cash App. Our Cash App is $Movement Worldwide. Again, $Movement Worldwide. Or you can opt to come into covenant with us. You can come into covenant with us by sowing a monthly seed. And the way you do that is you become a patron. And what'd you say? What's that? Oh, how do you become a patron? I'm glad you asked. You guys ask great questions, right, Annette?
Yes.
You ask great questions. Well, you become a patron by going to our website. Our website is movementworldwide.org. Again, that's movementworldwide.org. You go to our website, you click the red button that says become a patron. That will take you to patreon.com, where you can set up your account and you can set your amount. Now, we ask for $12 a month. Yes, that's it. $12 a month. That's actually 40 cents a day. And guess what? $2.80 a week. So that's one drink when you go out to eat like 3 or 4 times a week. For those of y'all who got big money, a lot of y'all do that anyway. If you don't eat out dinner, you're probably eating lunch out like maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I cook at home and fix my food at home, so I am very different. However, there are a lot of people who eat out a lot. So just take it this way. If it's not a drink that you love, because the drink's going to be $3 or $4, choose a side item or a salad or an appetizer. Well, appetizer you only need like one out of the month. So take one appetizer out of the month, or one little drive-through, or one little Starbucks coffee. Sow that seed into Movement Worldwide, because we really do need it, and every penny counts. So we thank you all so much. But no matter what the seed, it's greatly appreciated, no matter what it is. But what's mostly appreciated is that we love your ENCE, your presence, more than your ENTS presence. We love the gifts and we need the gifts, but your presence here is very important to us, because we need you to continue to spread the word of what's going on with Movement Worldwide. So sow a seed into Movement Worldwide. And you can also follow us on all platforms. Everywhere you see that globe that's above Annette's head, follow us. Hello, Anita, the beautiful Elder Anita. We pray that you follow our platforms. Everywhere you see the globe, follow the platform, that movement, that acronym. And you can also email us. You can email us at info@movementworldwide.org, or you can just go to the website and click our contact page and leave us a message there. We'll get the message. So please, ma'am, please, sir, do that for us. We want to hear from you. Thoughts, views, comments, prayer requests, praise reports, topic ideas. Bring them on. Bring them on. All righty then. Without further ado, we're going to go into our conversation. We start off our conversation each and every week with our transformational topic. That's where we take idioms and phrases that make you go, Those things that just make you, Yeah, we stole that from Arsenio. He ain't on air no more. He been on air, 25 years? So, so we took that. We don't want that though. But things that make you go, just make you think and want to do something to transform your life, your way of thinking, that whole process. So that is what our transformational topic is. Our transformational topic on tonight is a very familiar kind of topic that we've heard used a lot, I'm sure. Trust the process. Trust the process. It can come across a little cliche-ish, but it's simply, it's simply this: let what is be what it is. Let what is be what it is. That is what it is, put simply. It means letting go of control and expectations. It means being relaxed enough at any moment to take effective action when needed, or do nothing when it seems to be the best thing. Trust is an awareness that there's no need for anxiety about what happens, because it's all a part of the journey. Sometimes, though, when it comes to trusting, we start depending on us. And listen, our greatest strengths in life can be our greatest weaknesses. Life sometimes, when we look at today's society, it's become so predictable. We have a system for everything. We act like, sometimes, and you don't know if this happens to you, I would tear up the room looking for the remote control when all I can do is go to the TV and turn it. I was spending an hour. I'll get on the floor all under my bed looking for the remote control, because I don't know how to function without it. What do we do before cell phones?
Good.
Let's put your cell phone home. You feel disconnected from the world.
Yeah, yeah. You turn around and go back and get that phone.
You will turn around and go back and get your phone.
Yeah.
So when we look at life, it has become so predictable that we're going to completely depend on the technology around us. Now we live in a technological stage. You know, that's the phase that we're in. We have computers, we have cell phones, we have everything is so fast. It's like quick. It's easy. It's right at your fingertips. There's nothing that's not at your fingertips these days. You used to have to go in the Bible, looking for the scripture, flipping, going to the table of contents. Where's Obadiah? You know. Now, Annette, you don't even have to know the passage. You could just go straight onto to Google or whatever and type in a few of the words, even if you don't know the whole scripture. Just type in a few of the words and it pops right up.
Really do.
So that's the society that we are in today. Everything is right at your fingertips. There's a lot of things that's different, you know. And the thing is, when people don't move in the time frame of a tweet, we think something's wrong. We think everything and everybody is supposed to move like social media. Somebody will call you and you don't answer. They'll call you 4 or 5 times. Why you ain't answer the phone? Perhaps I'm busy. But if you ask me something, you text me something and I don't see it. This literally happens to me. You text me something and I don't see it, right? Then you text me in an hour. I asked you to do blah, blah, blah. Hello. I know that your text and tweet is like right now, and you expect me to do it right now, but I don't have a right now moment. I'm actually with a client. I'm busy, and I won't be able to even entertain what you're asking me until I'm done with my client. And that happens to me all the time. I'm like, and I thought about that thing today. When people don't move in the time frame of a tweet or a post, we think that something is wrong with the world. Yeah. There are a lot of components and complexities to what makes life move, though. It's an ongoing process. And we as individuals have to learn to trust what has always worked before cell phones and computers. 2 things, time and communication. Time and communication. It takes time to create greatness. And by design, we need each other. We need people. Like it or not, we do. We need people, period.
We do.
You need all of the ingredients that it takes to make a cake. And then you can't take the cake out of the oven until it's done. It's the same with life. It takes components, people, mindset, ideas, energy, time, all of those things. And what we have to do is to learn that all the things that we need are right before us. All the things we need, plus the time that it takes to get the thing or situation to its perfected state. God's timing has been in place long before you got here, newsflash. And guess what? It's perfect. But when we become convinced and that by our, in our weak nature, that we can move things our way and control the outcome independent of the order and timing of God, we set ourselves up for a great fall.
Yeah, true.
We can't move outside of what God says, how it's supposed to do, when it's supposed to happen. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. We've got to learn to trust God. There is a process to what he does. There is an order. God is a God of order. So you're not going to get something or do something before it's time. It's going to happen exactly when God says and how he says. You might have it in your mind that it's going to happen, and you can believe God. You be like, God, I just know this is going to happen today. I know it, and then it don't happen. You be like, oh, I don't understand. You said, he didn't say tomorrow, you did. God didn't tell you when. Because see, he knows where you are and what you can and cannot handle where you are. And he knows what, what's going to happen when you get it, and that you have to be prepared for it.
That's right. Mm.
See, he's a God of order. You can't go and get the chicken and you ain't even laid an egg yet. No, that's not how it happens. You can't just go and get it at the end. You don't get it that way. You have to trust. And I like to take a word, you all know, this is where I'm going to end. I'm going to end with my word. I like to take a word and deal with it from a transitive and intransitive tense. A transitive verb needs an object to make sense. An intransitive verb makes sense without one. I love to do the two tenses because it helps you see the deeper meaning of the word. I'm dealing with the word trust. It's in the scripture and it's in our title, Trust the Process. The word trust, the transitive tense means to believe. The intransitive tense means to depend.
Mm.
And to hope. You've got to believe God. And then you got to depend on him to give you what you hope for. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You got to trust, you got to believe, and you got to depend on him. That's the only way it's going to happen. And there's a process to it. So the truth of the matter is, and the question is, Annette, do you have what it takes for the process? And if you don't, then you have to learn. You got to go back and you got to seek God and you got to strengthen yourself so that you can handle the process. Because once you are there and you can handle the process don't even matter to you because you get so content with God. Like, you know what? He never does another thing. I'm satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that this ain't it because he told me so. So I'm trusting the process. It ain't going to always be like this. I'm not going to always be here. Why? Because I trust the process. And that is our transformational topic for tonight. Annette, your thoughts?
Yeah, when you said something at the beginning, when you started saying, letting go of control and our expectations. And so many times we don't even ask God, we tell him.
That's what we do.
Yeah. And so we've come up with our own expectations and we don't want to relinquish control because there's a certain way we want to do things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it just don't line up with his will.
Exactly.
And I think that's the hardest part of trust the process because we've already came up in our heads what the process is. And,
exactly.
Yeah. You
we
know,
put our own foolishness in the way. We're the ones who we think we act like we're the ones who have the carte blanche on how things are supposed to happen, when they're supposed to happen. Hello, Francesca. We think that we're the ones who are in control. We're the ones who determine when God and how God and where God and what God is going to do. But it's not ours. It's not up to us. We are not the ones who are in control. It's God. He knows the process. He's the only one that knows the end from the beginning. But the problem is we have such a hard time in that holding on and trusting. We don't trust them because we live in a society again where everything is like a popcorn. It's like in a microwave. We get these microwave. We want a microwave prophecy and a microwave blessing. We want a microwave. We want to put something in the ground and we want to microwave it up. You know, we want to stand there and watch it like a microwave. Now we are living in a season of acceleration, but the acceleration is not according to our time, but it's God's time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the one who handles the acceleration of time, not us. It's him.
Right. You're right. Yeah, that is so true. So look how time, I'm going to say how time has passed, like I said earlier, already. So we don't run nothing. We think we do. We think we pass laws or whatever. At the end of the day, God gets the final say. We have some say, but he gets the final.
God has the first, last, in between. He has the ultimate say so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the only one that has the final say so. We
one.
think we do, and we want to, we want to act like we do. We want to, act like we got it all, under control, and that it's, it's all about us, but it's not. God has the last say so. He's the only one. And we have to learn to trust him and to believe that, and depend on the fact that he is the one that's going to see this thing all the way through to fruition. He's going to do it, but he's going to do it the way he said he's going to do it. That's a hard thing for us, Annette.
No, it is. It's very difficult. Mm-hmm. It's difficult. I don't care what level you're on to let go and have that trust that somebody else is going to make decisions And really,
Okay.
but it's tough. That's been my struggle. But I have learned to relinquish quite a bit. Because
Mm-hmm.
like the storm coming, I used to be so, oh Lord, oh it's getting
Mm-hmm.
child. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
happens out there, happens out there. And then do
Okay.
it. I ain't running nothing. I can't stop the wind. I ain't like Jesus get up and say, peace be still.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, that's what
Yeah,
it's about right there.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Right there.
Mhm.
Woo! Well, all righty then. Well, look at God. Well, we have had our transformational topic and we are ready to move on to the next phase. But before we do, it's time for us to have our Can We Talk toast. And Annette is shaking her head because she had to move to another room and she don't have her mug. But I'm a toast for her.
Yeah.
Bill,
Thank
Bill,
you.
Bill,
Thank you.
Bill. Can we talk? Yes.
Appreciate it. Because I'm packed up. I got stuff packed. Sorry,
She
y'all,
has
but we
stuff packed up because she's getting her house worked on and got a lot going on. We understand. All righty, good people. So we're gonna move to the next phase of our conversation to out of our transformational topic. But before we do, we're gonna stop by and have a quote from the quoteologist herself, from Annette L. Anderson. We're gonna pause for our Annettism, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You still have time to share because we're going to the next phase, and it's gonna be good, 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 good. Did y'all see that topic? It's gonna be good, 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 good. All right, team. Be right back, y'all.
My mom taught me to embrace my uniquely different self, and I did. The educational system taught me to get my GED and college degrees, and I did. The religious community said I needed to be ordained, and I was. I went through the catechism process. The work environment taught me to work 30 plus years, and I did. To retire and live off of my pension and social security income, and I am. But it was not until I met the Savior that I can totally embrace my uniquely different self, graduate to the degrees of life, walk fully into my God-given ministry, now retired from what was to what is and what shall be. I'm walking in victory. This is Annettism's Expressions.
I saw that about two topics.
It's not that bad. It's not. But it's something that I wanted to address.
You talk about it hard to have conversation.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There are some matters and experiences that causes people to become hurt, fractured, or broken spiritually and emotionally. Sometimes it takes a conversation to mend a broken heart or spirit. In some cases, a band-aid won't do it. You need a power tool.
Power tool.
Laughing. Tonight I'm going to discuss something, and this is no lie, this has bothered me for a long time. One of the things that several years ago, whenever they would say if they were looking for someone, you would always, if it was a black person they were looking for, it would say a black individual with close cropped hair. But then it was a white person, and so they would just oh, we're looking for Sam, John, whatever. And they would not give you a description for a long time. I said, wait a minute. But now they don't do that anymore because it just don't make sense. So tonight I want to talk about something that I sit in front of the TV because my mind constantly works. And I was thinking, like, that makes no sense to me. And so the topic for tonight is white on white crime. It exists. It exists. I know we act like we pretend like we don't know it exists, but it does. So my question is, why aren't white and black people addressing white on white crime? Why aren't they addressing it? Well, I want to consider this a call to action because there's a horrible trend going on in our country that no one is talking about and no one is marching about, and it stops here. No, you're not going to march about that. I bet you're not, huh? I'm talking about white on white crime. Thousands of white people are murdered by white people every year. You know what? Go look it up. It's easy to find. The murders of white people are overwhelmingly white. Every year, about 80% of white victims are killed by white offenders. See, what happens is they only pick and choose the crimes that they want to elevate, to push out there and make it look a certain way. It's like when I used to work at DCF, and the truth was this: if we got rid of all our white clients, we would be out of job. But what they would do, even the news would come there and they make sure they would take pictures of the lobby when there were black customers, which that gave a false narrative of how things really was. After our national COVID-19 quarantine began because of the before the election that would end, well, who lost, there was a sharp rise in purchase of guns. These weapons were bought legally by people who were not criminals, but then they would become criminals when they went home and murdered a family, a member, a neighbor, a stranger, loud mouth in a bar. Just the other day, a man shot his neighbor because he assumed the man was a Democrat. But what they said, he had a mental problem. I find it very interesting. Everybody having mental problem nowadays. Oh, I'm not saying that some people don't have some issues. No, but we cannot address and pretty up stuff that is just they are murderers, regardless of the color of their skin. And because of that, white murder rate ticked up, and this is because of the guns that were bought, up to a point where white people should not feel safe around white people. It's just the truth. I'm gonna tell you something. When I went to prison years ago, when I went to visit someone in prison, because I never been in prison, and I'm telling you, I think I was a little green and a little naive, because when I went to the prison, my ex-husband was there, and I would visit him, and I walked in the visitation, and I was like, all these white people. I was shocked. I wasn't even trying to be funny, but they would make it seem like the majority of people in prison are black. Well, it's a lot of us out there, but let me tell you something. It's a lot of white people, Asians, you name it, people. And the chance that a suburban white person would murder a suburban white person is far, far higher than the chance of a suburban white person being murdered by a black person. Now, there was a situation where this black guy killed this lady who, she was, her father was well known, and they went on and on and on. And my heart really, I'm not insensitive. My heart go out to the family, but there was a whole lot of other white folks going in there shooting, killing white folks. It just was. But when you want to address this, when you're talking about white on white crime, the first thing they love to do is point fingers at black people in Chicago, as if Chicago is the only city in this whole country.
Come on.
They use that as a buzzword, as they're killing a lot of black people in Chicago, but we don't live in Chicago. I'm talking about people who live in those gated communities that are being murdered, being killed. And so there's an issue. There's an issue. So it all seems to me like they want to pretend as if only black people are doing the killing. Well, I believe the NRA and other related groups have spent decades convincing white people that they need a gun to protect themselves against the violent black people. But the truth of the matter is, white folks better have some guns to protect yourself against white people, because they kill too. And regardless of what society says, regardless of what they want to really put on television and tell you about these bad black people, I'm here to tell you, when I go in places, I'm looking around. I look at black, white, Asian. I don't care, because all of y'all could be the killers, but so white people do kill white people. So, there was no discussion about a race when 20 white children and 6 adults was murdered in Newtown, Connecticut, by a white person. Neither was race mentioned in a case where a majority of 13 people murdered and 72 people shot in Colorado was white, and they were white, and the shooter was white. In 1995, Timothy McVeigh, who was white, committed a terrorist act, and he bombed in Oklahoma City, killing 168 people and injuring 680 plus children. On October 1st, 2017, Stephen Paddock, a 64-year-old man, opened fire on a crowd of people at a harvest. Nevertheless, people feel totally comfortable denouncing the crimes of blacks as though there are no crimes could be committed by other races. But I'm here to let you know, for all the scholars, Google scholars, Google it. I know we all Google scholars, Google it. And not only that, this information is out there. Even you don't even have to Google, just look at the news. The amount of people, black and white, that's killing their children, killing, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 people, black and white. But we pretend as though it's only us. Well, the devil is a liar, because even when you look at it, when you see the school shooters, there have been some black school shooters, and there have been other nationalities. But when you really look at it, the majority of them are white. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. We want to pretend as though, they don't commit crime. Yes, you do. You commit crime. You murder. You steal. I'm sorry. No, you don't steal. You embezzle, as if that's not stealing. Just because we change the word don't change the crime. And so that's how it is. Well, nevertheless, people feel totally comfortable denouncing the crimes of blacks as though there's no crime committed by other races. I know I read that already, but I just want to say it again. So essentially, blacks are constantly used as scapegoats, taking the blame for others. We are used for scapegoats as if other people don't commit crime. Now, I'm here to say, of course, black people commit crime, and thank God there's a jail, because a lot of them need to be there. But we're not going to pretend anymore that it's just black folks committing crime, because there's plenty of crazy people, regardless of the color of their skin. Well, in Leviticus 16:10, this really blessed me. It talks about, but the goat on which the lot fell to be a scapegoat. So what it is, they have used a certain group of people as scapegoat, as if we're the only one. And the Bible goes on and says, shall be presented alive before the Lord to make an atonement for him, and to let him go for a scapegoat into the wilderness. Well, more appropriately, the term scapegoat is about a goat in the Old Testament that was symbolically laden with the sins of others and sent into the wilderness to be destroyed. This practice of scapegoating crime is self-destructive. And now we see the same thing that's happening now. You're using people as scapegoats. You're even using sometimes when people from immigrants are commit a crime. We'll talk about them committing a crime for 2 years, but you got this white joker over there that killed 50 people, like the little boy down south. They almost made him like he a martyr, like he's something special. They're sitting there laughing, him and the lawyers. I'm like, you done killed 17 people. What's funny? I want to go and slap him myself. My heart go out to those families. But they almost made him look like he a rock star or something. But he's a little white little boy, nerdy little boy with some big old ears that was walked into a school and murdered his schoolmates. And so why is it that we think that white people don't commit crime? Well, I'm here to let you know, white crime, yes, for those of you who by chance did not know, it exists. And this is in no way being racial or no, because black folks, there's some crazy black folks, there's some crazy Asian, there's some crazy folks. But I really want to bring this up, that we pretend like we don't know that it happened. Yeah. Oh yeah, they killed too. So that's it for me with my what I wanted to talk about tonight with my power tool, that white on white crime, it exists.
Now I want to add something to that, because I'm a Google princess, and and I was just breaking down like different types of crimes. When you look at, there was a study done. I'm just going to throw this in real quick and jump back off of it. There was a study done one year of the amount of sexual offenders, and they dealt with it by race of the victim, race of the offender, sex of the offender, and ethnicity of the offender. So when you looked at the race of the victim, white people who were offended sexually, there were 3,499. The race of the person who committed the crime was, when it was white people, was 2,854. When you look at it from a black person's perspective, black people, there was 2,870. Notice there are fewer sex crimes committed by black people. The race of the offender, when it came to for it being black on black, was 2,570. So it was almost the same ratio. White on white, black on black. And it may not be applicable to every type of crime, but crime is crime. And just because everybody looks at shooting as the only crime, it's not the only crime. There's white collar crime, there are people stealing, laundering money, all kinds of things. And it's not all black on black. When they talk about crime, when as it refers to black on black, they always bring up gun violence, and they always go to the go-to of Chicago.
Chicago, yeah. Yeah. And then what they try to do, if you bring up something of this nature, they say per capita. I'm not talking about per capita. I'm talking about per person.
Thank
we ain't
you.
gonna break it down per capita. No, per person. And that's just the way it is.
That's true. All right. Great one. Thank you, Annette, for that. That was a hard to have conversation.
It was.
But that's when we talk about the power tool, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the ones that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to, mention it. And like everybody's like, ooh, don't say it. No, but we have to. We have to bring these things out front. So with that being said, it's time for us to go to the next phase of our conversation. We're going to go on to our next part. Before we do, we're going to pause for station identification. We're going to pause for a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday. Each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms.
Making sure that toxic relationship we came out of don't make us bitter, but make us better. Yes. And so you're looking for somebody good out there, but you're not good yourself.
Absolutely.
So the thing about it is working within yourself. When you go into the relationship as your best and they go into the relationship as their best, then you have a great relationship.
Welcome to another amazing episode of the TMC podcast.
As we continue to help you take your relationship from surviving to thriving.
TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson. Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's speak it, orate it, articulate it, and reverberate it. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patreon button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share. It's that time. Tea Time Topics.
It's Tea Time Topics. Tea Time Topics. I love Tea Time Topics. It is my favorite. It is my favorite. And then you just go right with me down the rabbit hole.
Always.
Every time you go straight there. All right, for our first Tea Time topic. We got to make sure I got them all. Boom. All righty then. They look kind of good on these pictures. I was like, oh, let me film something of them with their uniform. Yeah. They look all clean and young and don't look crazy. It was a tense face-to-face meeting between brothers. The soon-to-be monarch King Charles and his younger brother Prince Andrew met at Charles Brinkhall Estate in Scotland days before Her late Majesty's death in September, where the king officially delivered the news to Andrew that he will never return as a working royal. The conversation, multiple outlets report, prompted a total blindside Andrew to break down in tears. Wow. He cried. broke down in tears. Andrew, accused of sexual assault and marred by his association with Jeffrey Epstein, has been in battle in scandal since 2019. Earlier this year, he was stripped of his patronages and military titles, but still thought he could add value to the monarchy going forward. But his brother Charles left no doubt about Andrew's future within the institution, apparently telling Andrew that he can go off and have a good life, a nice life, but that his public life as a royal is at an end. And he was told, you have to accept this. Wow. In other words, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more. Because I said, King Charles was like he's about to fall over any day now. He really does. He is old.
Dude, he old.
But wow, what do you think about that, Annette?
Good. Listen, well, his brother looking in a whole lot of better shape than he is. But this man, but listen, the queen just wouldn't, I hate to say, she just wouldn't die. So the man
wouldn't die. That lady refused to die. You know what? Somebody said that about Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter and his wife. That's right. Refuses to die.
No, and he's still working.
Still working.
He done fell down, and busted his head open. He got on up and got
back up and went back to work.
Right back up. So. And but he is the king. He an old man, but he look old, But I feel sorry for him. I kind of feel sorry for him because I don't know, because there's a protocol. I'm sure the future king not necessarily being mean, but there's protocols in that kind of environment, a monarchy, Okay. And the price he paid. He thought maybe that his mama was being tough on him, but his brother said, "No, boy, no, bro."
His brother was like,
they stripped him from his,
we're talking about his medals and stuff. They took him.
He couldn't wear it at the funeral.
Neither could Andrew, which I think was stupid, but yeah, because they stripped him because he chose to go and protect his wife and family.
Yeah.
So they basically gave him the boot for that.
Yeah.
And he couldn't wear his either.
Yeah. But
they took all of his military stuff, his title, his security, everything.
Now I understand why he walked away, because what kind of life is he? Maybe wanted a certain life. He's always been different, though. They try to act like his wife is the issue. No, he has always been his own man. I said, dang, he going to war. His other little brother, he
went out there and fought.
Yeah, that's right. Other brother just waiting for daddy to die, cause I don't think he may not make it as long as his mama.
No.
I hope he don't.
I think we'll live to see the young one, the other one, the son become king.
Yeah, because there's something going on there. But old age, I don't care who you are, your body, I don't care how much you do the body.
It's so building.
Yeah, it's one of them things. So
people leaning.
Yeah, and I think the king leaning a little hard, ain't he?
I gotta find me a better home. He leaning hard. All right.
Gene now, that's not kind of money. Got his mama Gene, he's still here.
Got his mama Gene, but she wasn't leaning though. No, she ain't leaned to the last couple of weeks.
You're right. She got around really good.
She got around good. She didn't start looking her age or looking like she was ill until right before she passed.
Yeah,
she lost a lot of weight, and stuff after after Prince Philip died. She started breaking down.
Yeah.
Heck, they had been together like 70 years, so crazy. Wow, amazing. All right, fellas, come on, take us to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Okay. This is a very good story. He has a very unusual name. I'm going to try to pronounce it.
Andre?
That's Andre?
Mm-hmm.
Lord, I didn't rename the man.
Oh, okay. Oronde. I'm sorry.
Oronde. Okay. Oronde Booker and his 14-year-old son, Kendall, who are making history as the founders of Book Dog Sport, the first ever Black-owned athletics supply company, and it's based in Atlanta, Georgia. The company is already taking pre-orders for its flagship product called HW101, which is a basketball made with, what is it? Well, how you say you pronounce that? Oh, Lord. All right. Had long been supporting his son. His son plays basketball at a team practice and games, which you begin to notice that all the equipment used by the players, trainers, and coaches were developed by 4 companies, none of which were Black owned. See, that's why y'all stay alert and pay attention to what's going on with your surroundings. This inspired him to create his own company that would be a major supplier of athletic products. When thinking about sports, it's likely that several Black stars across all sports, basketball, football, tennis, or soccer, came to mind easy, he said. Black people have contributed much to sport, attracting fans and diverse audience, redefining the game and helping shape its culture. Yet, so few are found behind the ball. And that's sometimes where they make a lot of money too, particularly while looking at industries like sport equipment. He said, we believe in high standards and high quality. Our ball is for people who are serious about improving their game, added Booker. I love the game and continue to play and coach. So I know firsthand that no matter how talented you are, it requires an investment in the best equipment, time, and effort. Okay, and the name of this company, Book Dog Sport, HW101, is a shorthand for Hard Work 101. So that's what HW101 stands for, hard work. In other words, if anything you want, you got to work for it. It's not going to just fall in your lap. That's just the way life is. So he didn't say all that, but I threw that in.
And then you threw that in for free?
Yeah, that was free.
I'm sorry about the screen. Yeah, that threw that in for free. But you know what? The beautiful thing about it is I love it when I see people who are building legacy and with their kids.
Yes.
And, I would love to see more of that, where we see people building legacy with their kids and bringing in, the power. There's so much power in having a Black owned business and surviving. That's the key. When your business can survive, because in a lot of cases, and this is just the truth, Annette, we don't support. We'll and a lot of people say this, well, it's hard. You be trying to support Black businesses, but they act like when one thing happened, that it just puts a damper on all of the Black businesses.
Yeah.
When it could be the one thing, but you'll go to McDonald's 12 times and they get your order wrong.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why will you continue to go to Red Lobster and they ain't bring you your biscuits on time? You get mad, but you go to a Black-owned restaurant and your food come out late. You will never go back, and you talk about it like a dog and tell everybody else don't go there.
True.
Because they brought my food out late.
Anita, they won't hook up. You're not getting no hookup. You don't get no hookup. You don't get no hookup when you go to the mall. No.
And then don't get me started about the hookup.
Yeah.
Don't get me started about the hookup. Listen, I deal with that foolishness right there in my own business, where I get people coming to me wanting the hookup, and I say to them all the time, and it just happens, it just does, and I say to them all the time, why is it that when you come to me, you want the hookup, but then when you go to somebody else, they tell you what the price is without blinking and without even confronting them and asking for a discount? You pull out your wallet. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to, to me, which at the time I was the only Black owned, I was the only coach of my caliber in this area. It was me and it was another guy who was a white guy living in West Palm. His price was double mine. But yet people would go and pay him and then come to me and ask me for the hookup. Mm-hmm. Ask me for a discount. I ain't giving it. No. You get no discount. Couldn't stand it. So that's just the truth. Building a legacy. That's right. Oh, there's Francesca. That's what I was looking for. That's right. That's right, Francesca. I know you hear us. All righty, fellas. Come on and take us to the next one, because we got some stuff in here tonight. Come on, we moving.
Moving. We keep it moving.
Oh, look at this princess right here.
Oh, man. I love her.
She is so fire. So fire. And I love stories like this. Dakota White, a 7-year-old African-American girl from Dallas, Texas, is making history as, listen to this, the fastest kid in the nation. The fastest kid in the nation, y'all. I had to pause and give her an applause right in the middle. Oh yeah, this is for the father and son too. I forgot about them. Didn't have one for Andrew and Philip, but that was for her, the fastest kid in the nation. She recently set a new national record for the Junior Olympics earlier this month. Dakota and her teammates with Express Track Club in Fort Worth set a new record in the girls 8 and under 100-meter relay at Dakota started training when she was 3 years old with the guidance of her father, Cam White, who was a former TCU wide receiver. She just had form, like crazy form. It wasn't fast, but her form was already perfect. So then as she progressed, we started getting her different trainers. Her father told Fox News, since last year, Dakota has won in all the competitions she's joined. Moreover, Dakota continues training hard without skipping a day, even in the heat of the summer. Her father said she always makes sure to hydrate a lot and take a balanced diet. Cut down on different snacks and foods, eating pretty healthy. As a kid, they like to eat a lot of junk food. Don't get me wrong, I didn't take a lot away from her, but we limited what she could eat, he said. She trains hard. Dakota is happy about her achievements, which included her newest gold medal from the Junior Olympics, AAU Junior Olympics. Dakota, who finished her part in 59.8 seconds, also set a new national record. She better do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. She better do it. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, number one, she's such a pretty little something, and she's such a little something. And you imagine if she breaking records now, and I love the fact he said we don't make her. That's something she wants to do. Because there are times kids get involved in something that's just what they like to do. So I think she's absolutely amazing, little mama, as I call her. She's amazing. So
so cute.
Let me see her name. I want to keep my eye on her because we don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Yeah, she's somebody for real.
She is definitely somebody. Black Little Girls Rock. Yes. And I know we gave her one early in, but I got to give her another one. We are so proud and so happy to applaud Black Little Girls Rock. All righty. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
I love it. Yeah.
That's fast though. She's setting records and stuff, and she's nice.
She's so like girl.
Right there in that part.
I know
that part. That part. Whew. All right, fellas, take us to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
I love this story, but when I thought about it, when I first looked at this picture, I said it looked like prison.
You know what? And I honestly, while you're talking, I'm gonna change it. I really meant to change that photo because I do have a better photo of this. And I thought about it as soon as I opened. I was like, "Oh shoot, I forgot."
Me too. And I promise you, I meant to go back. I said, but then I always get sidetracked.
At first, I said, "Well, what is this? Twins in prison?" Until I read the story, and because I said the same thing. I said, "Oh, they're in prison, smiling like that, taking pictures."
Yeah.
And I didn't even. Yeah, I surely meant to. I'm going to change it while you talk, though.
Okay, so Dante and Dontre, right? 17-year-old twins.
Did you read the last one? Or did I read the last?
You read the little girl. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
These are twin brothers, are both graduating with the highest honors at Scott High School in Toledo, Ohio this year. Dante, with a 4.5 GPA, was named the school class of 2019 valedictorian, while Dontre, who earned a 4.4, boy, they's a smart kid, GPA, trailed close behind his twin as the class salutatorian. That's it. The identical twins. So that's it. Yeah, child. Thank you. All right, y'all. Like they say in church, take all mistakes for love. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh boy. The identical twins said their secret was having a healthy competition that encouraged each other to do better. Okay, we both like to compete. Oh boy, that's better. We both like to compete against each other. Dontre told WTVG. We want to score higher than each other. Dante, who was born minutes before his identical twin, eventually came out on top with a higher final grade after their GPAs kept switching them between first and second place during the school year. It feels awesome knowing that I put in the work and got something out of it, Dante said. It feels great at the end of the day, despite the slight difference in GPAs and class titles. The twins both reportedly secured full rides. Y'all listen to this, full rides to Ohio State University, where they will surely continue achieving their dreams. Oh, I know their parents are extremely proud. They plan to study electrical engineering with minor in business, hoping to open their own firm after they graduate. While Dante and Dontre were reaching their accomplishment in school, they also, listen now, this young people, I'm gonna read this. So while Dante and Dontre were reaching their accomplishment in school, they were also able to work 2 jobs and complete over 70 hours of community service, all at the same time. They said they enjoyed giving back and bringing change to the community. That's Dante and Dontre Wright of Ohio. Yeah.
All right now.
So much better.
And that's such a great story. And you know, it's like, I mean, granted, I used to wish I was smart like that. I did. I used to wish I was smart, but I know, you know, some people are just naturally bright. And but when you're a mother, can you imagine the pride of the mother to have 2 children and be twins and boys to excel at that level? And probably she was probably thinking all their life, like, Lord have mercy, how am I going to send these children to college when they get older? How am I going to do this and how am I going to do that? And then for them to be able to get a full ride because they are brilliant.
Both of your kids. Whew.
Right. Just bright individuals. So yeah. So our, you know, we now that they have a better photo.
Yeah,
we'd love to give them an applause, and we applaud them for their accomplishments. Amazing, amazing, amazing story. Our hats off, specifically to the family that raised these children and instilled values in them. You know, parents, I'm sure the parents are bursting with pride. So we're excited for you, parents, for this incredible opportunity to witness your children making history like this. So applause. All right, fellas, take us to the next one. Come on, fellas with no name.
Moving. We keep it moving.
So whenever we get these 8 men a name, it's 8 of them in that. So
it's 8. Okay, I can come on 8 men then.
All righty then. Getting laid off from a job can be stressful and discouraging, especially when you are a Black man in America dealing with systematic racism. Some people decide to use this time of stress and inequality as an opportunity to create an even better life for themselves and their families by starting their own business. And that's exactly what Patrick Glanville did when he launched his own chocolate company. You better do that. You better do that. And who would have thought about chocolate?
I know.
His own chocolate company. I mean, come on. Tired of getting fired and being paid less, although having years of work experience, he decided to use his talents as a chocolatier to create a new and unique chocolate experience. That's when he created Threesome Chocolates, a chocolate brand that combines 3 flavors into one. Offers it in a pack of 3 and calls it a threesome, which can be shared with everyone. The company was launched in 2017, created by Patrick Glanville and his partner, Kristen Parker Glanville. This company has been raising the bar in the chocolate industry by introducing new and enticing flavors never before seen by chocolate lovers. They've
Wow.
sold and shipped their products all over the United States and the world. The concept was created by Glanville, the Threesome Chocolates founder, president, CEO, who wanted to utilize his skills as an artist and culinary artist. He began working on his craft at the age of 10 with his grandmother, who first taught him how to cook, temper chocolate, and create many other delicacies. Belgium, along with his partner, Kristen Parker Glanville, Threesome Chocolates have recorded more than 400,000 units sold, garnered a plethora of five-star ratings, and has accumulated more than 75,000 customers and counting, and it's about to be 75,001. So I am, and I'm gonna order some chocolates.
I love his play
I
on
love the story.
I love his play on words.
Yes, I love it. That's nice. I love it. That is awesome.
It is amazing. I said no. That sometimes I just be like the there's no limitation.
No.
I'm like, I don't know, during chocolate, I would never. But his grandmother, see, man, you know what? I'm gonna just put a pin in his for about give me about 30 seconds. Even with what y'all do.
Oh, the Elmer's Girls pie filling?
It ain't just that's right. That shouldn't be just for Thanksgiving.
No, we're actually gonna take it further.
Okay. Because you take better than I'm gonna go here. Patty, I like Patty singing, but her pies ain't all that. I said what I said, but I love her.
Yeah.
Now probably she cooks some right at her house, but
you know that when it goes into manufacturing, it's like going into the frozen section. That's why we like to do the filling, because you're getting the pie filling, and of course, when it comes to shelf life and stuff, there's so much stuff when it comes to the Food and Drug Administration that goes into play. So our aim is to keep it as authentic and healthy as possible.
Yeah.
And keep the flavor where it's supposed to be, which is when you pour that filling into your pie crust, it tastes like my mama's sweet potato pies.
Yeah.
That and the best sweet potato pies are disgusting. I'm sorry, they are.
Yes, man. I like her. I love her. Oh my God.
I love it too, but the thing is, I think that's more so about the brand anyway, more so
it
than
is.
her.
I bet you if you go to her house.
Her name on the thing, child.
Yeah, I bet mama can cook, but them pies sucks. Anyway.
All righty, so yes, but we do applaud them for being chocolatiers, and I'm gonna look them up and get my chocolate. I want me some threesome. I want me some chocolates.
Love this story.
Awesome. All right, fellas, take us to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
Okay, we always throw a little story in here, being from Florida, sometimes these people in Florida, I don't know. The Department of Justice announced Tuesday the sentencing of a man who was found guilty of attacking a black driver with his car back in 2021 in Seminole. Jordan Lely, he's only 29. He went bald early, didn't he? Was sentenced in federal court to 24 months in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Lely was convicted of willfully intimidating and interfering with a driver and attempting to injure, intimidate, and interfere through the use of a dangerous weapon, which in this case was a car. He was trying to run the man over. The DOJ explains evidence provided shows that back on August the 8th, 2021, Lily came across a black man while driving on a public road. He reportedly started to shout racial slurs at the man. He even tried to force his car off the road. The driver's girlfriend and 4-year-old daughter were in the car at the time of the incident. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office said at the time that Lily sideswiped the black driver's car and began using salutes while pretending to shoot him. Wow. Investigators say Lee also got out of his car and punched the driver in the chest before being subdued by the man. Once the deputies came on the scene, officials said the 29-year-old made numerous statements about his biased motive, including telling the officers that black people need to be kept in their areas. whatever that means. Special agent in charge, David Walker for the FBI Tampa Field Division, said in a statement that the hate-motivated crimes are not allowed in the communities. Investigating the civil rights violation is among FBI's highest priorities, and we will continue to work. He did that all with a man he did not know, that did not do anything to him, but he felt like he wasn't in his place, wherever that was supposed to be. I don't know what his place is. And I don't get that, dude. So yeah.
Ridiculous.
Shame. Yeah.
Not long enough, in my opinion. Ridiculous.
Me either.
And you know, that's the privilege that some people think that they have, that you can decide who belongs where.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Ugh. People better wake up. You better wake up and pay attention. Wake up and pay attention, because there's some foolishness going on around here. Look at you saying a song. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. All right, fellas, take us to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Where that you was going in, girl. You was feeling that thing.
I be jamming all a girl like that.
All right. So, Paul Pelosi was violently attacked and injured in a hammer attack by a politically motivated intruder. In an interview with Anderson Cooper, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi talked about the extent of her husband's injuries and long journey to recovering both physically and emotionally. With her voice filled with emotion during the interview, Pelosi said that she has not talked about the October 28th assault with her husband. The doctor said, you know, we don't want him to watch the news, she continued. We don't want him to be revisiting a lot of this, at least not now. That's so crazy. Oh, I just, yeah, because it will add to the trauma, which is true. It would add to the trauma, and he does not need to watch the news. I agree. His operation was a success, but it's only one part of the recovery. David DePape is charged with 6 counts of relating to the attack, including attempted murder, burglary, assault, false imprisonment, and threatening the family member of a public official. He has pleaded not guilty to all state charges. For me, this is really not the hard part, because Paul was not the target, she told Cooper. And he's the one who's paying the price. I mean, we all are, but he's the one who's really paying the price. But it's really sad, because it's a flame that was fueled by misinformation and all the rest of that, which is most unfortunate. And that is true.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And I feel, it's like, people, family members can't even, function because of the foolishness and the rhetoric that is going around and has been spewed out by the comb-over Messiah and his imps, who continue to spread this venom throughout this country. It is a sad place. We live in a sad, sad country right now.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I felt bad, because even some of the stuff people have said, even when they were campaigning and people clapping, if I was thinking, if y'all feel that way about them and they the same color you are, I know you don't care nothing about me. Mm-hmm. I don't understand how you could sleep at night when you applaud somebody being hurt and could have possibly been killed. I don't get that. And you lead it. First of all, they're not my leaders, so it's okay. I don't care who won. You're not leading me, because in order to lead me, you got to be going somewhere. And so they're not my leaders. They just happen to be elected. And so not the governor. He didn't say anything, but I can't remember the guy. But whoever he was, he actually, I read, he said he apologized for the stuff. So I said, well, okay, but you shouldn't have said it. Mm-hmm. Why would you say that about something? So you, in other words, you empowering other people to do dumb stuff, because you're applauding when somebody go and hurt somebody, whether you like it or not, whether they're in on political agenda. I don't care. Even the President Como, even with him, I don't want nothing to happen. There's no way I'm gonna rejoice if something happened to that man, because he's still you know what? Neither what? At the end of the day, he still got a soul. So why would I rejoice? With that.
Okay.
Anyway, Yeah, that's enough of that.
You call him President Come Over.
Come over, yeah, because
I know you say Comb Over Messiah, but when you called him President Comb Over, that went to another level.
But you know what? Normally I don't like name calling, but he opened up the door. He opened up the door. He called people, called this sanctimonious. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he ain't my friend, but
Anybody who for a moment he thinks is going to take his little spotlight. And this is the foolish part about it, because those are the main people who support him, and then he come at y'all like that, and it's like y'all just bypass it like he didn't say anything.
He didn't say nothing. And I'm thinking that man ain't did nothing to you. He don't even say nothing about you when I mean, but anyway, that's that you reap what you sow. So maybe he growing some weeds from some of the stuff and stuff. What that man name? Your governor. Maybe he reaping some stuff that he has sold. So anyway. Moving on so much.
Fellas, come on.
Moving. We keep it moving.
These 8 men, them 8 men, they my leaders. The ones you just say moving, they my leaders. Okay. Augustus Savage was born to the family of a conservative Methodist ministry in Green Cove Springs, Florida. Savage exhibited a passion and talent for art from an early age, and she liked to do molding objects out of clay. She was very talented, but her father discouraged her creation through corporal punishment, claiming they were sinful. Yeah, I can relate to some of that foolishness. She said, "Father licked me 5 or 6 times a week and also whipped all the art out of me." No, your father beat your tail, probably with an electric cord. I didn't know about that. Savage recalled in the interview, he probably really did. Savage put aside her art and got married. Shortly after she gave birth to her only child, her husband passed away. After another marriage and an inspiring encounter with a local potter, Savage left her husband and joined the Great Migration, heading to New York in 1921. And that's something, you're going from Green Cove. For anybody ever been to Green Cove, it's a small city, a small town. There she reinvented herself, shaving 10 years off her age, referring to her then 14-year-old daughter as her sister, and contributing her talents to the creation of a new Black culture identity during the Harlem Renaissance. Her artistic career was marked by incredible highs and lows. Savage battled poverty and racism, both of which limited her opportunities. Savage's greatness, professional accomplishment, including traveling to study in Paris, being the first Black artist elected to the National Association of Women Painters and Sculptors, and receiving a commission to create art for the 1939 New York World's Fair, a 16-foot high creation entitled Lift and Voice, which was the inspiration for what became known as the Black national anthem of the same name. Wow. Savage's story is defined by her talent, her struggle, her passion, self-determination. Let me say that again. Oh my God, this is something we can all catch. Savage's story is defined by her talent, her struggle, her passion, her self-determination, and celebration of Blackness through her art. Her artwork, while it was very much rooted in the experience of Black people, wasn't just about struggle and oppression. It was about embracing who we are in a much more expansive way, and not just in resistance to white people. In other words, she was saying we're more than what they say we are.
Exactly.
So that was just some of the art that was up there that she did. She was multi-talented, and she ended up. Listen, she went from living in Green Cove to going to Paris. So you it could be done. I wish I would have found the 16-foot high creation. She lived every voice. I'm gonna go back and find it eventually. But she is one of the people that we've never heard about, and she's really right in our back door. Really, born in
Green Cove Springs.
Yeah, and she went on to do great. Phenomenal. The stuff the sculptures she did. I mean, quite a few of them. Oh, I mean, I said this chick here was the bomb. Never heard of her.
Actually, Annette, you have it there.
Oh, I have it. Okay.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna show you.
I couldn't tell it.
It's the one with the person kneeling with the choir. It's the one right up by the sign. That's the Lift Every Voice. Yes.
Okay. I guess because it didn't look 16 feet, I couldn't tell. Yeah, but phenomenal. Growing up, I never heard of her.
Neither.
And
Neither,
she was
but we did here. But you did here, and we
yeah.
applaud her. We applaud her. We give her a thumbs up. Boom, 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 boom. All righty.
Some people
Awesome.
read in our state that we never hear about.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. All righty. Well, we have come to the conclusion. That's our last tea time topic.
Yep, that's
I'm so glad we had this time together, but we gotta go. So with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in. We thank you. You could have gone anywhere else or done anything else with your time, but you chose to come by here and have this incredible conversation with us tonight. This is awesome threefold conversation. So we appreciate you so much. Girl, that wasn't good. She's about saying. But we thank you all so much for joining and tuning in with us, for sticking with us. And we ask a few things before we leave. If you could do us a couple of favors, the video that you're watching, if you can subscribe, if you can like and share, we greatly appreciate it. The other thing, you can also sow a seed. We are a nonprofit organization. You can sow a seed via Cash App, $Movement Worldwide, or you can become a patron, come into covenant with us by sowing a monthly seed. And you do that by going to our website, movementworldwide.org. It takes you to patreon.com, where you can set up your account and set your amount. We ask for $12 a month. That's 40 cents a day. And guess what? No amount is too little or too great. Every amount is greatly appreciated. So we thank you so much in advance for every seed sown, and pray it returns to you 100-fold. Also, follow us on our social media platforms and email us at info@movementworldwide.org. Your thoughts, views, comments, praise reports, prayer requests, topic ideas, etc. Email us. We want to hear from you. And before we leave, we want to give a rundown of what we do each and every week. We start off our week with Annette L. Anderson, who graces us with a presence from her organization entitled SOAR. You can find SOAR at AnnetteLAnderson.com. That's AnnetteLAnderson.com. Go to Annette L. Anderson, and you'll see all of her wonderful, wonderful, wonderful organizations under her heading SOAR. But the one that she graces us with her presence on Tuesday nights. She comes on each and every Tuesday night onto this platform, Facebook and YouTube, with TNT. That's Tuesday Night Talk, where we take flight and soar. That's speak, orate, articulate, and reverberate. I went to the Congo on y'all.
Yeah.
Speak, orate, articulate, and reverberate. And that's Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. on this platform. Then on Wednesdays, come right back here and join us for our incredible time with Can We Talk? Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. live on Facebook and YouTube. Grace us with your presence for our transformational topic, the idioms and phrases that make you go. And then that hard to have conversation, boy, did we have one tonight. That is the power tool. And then for my favorite, our tea time topics, the good, bad, ugly, keep it light, but keep it real. Our tea time topics. That's Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Then on Fridays, listen, last week was so incredible, y'all. I am still getting phone calls about Friday night.
Wow.
You have to join us on Clubhouse each and every Friday night at 8 p.m. Come on, go into your app store, download the app, the Clubhouse app, look for us, follow me and Annette. We'll get you into the movers and shakers room. We'll figure out how to get you there, but we have a solution to that problem. If you don't know how to find us, please, bam, text the word movers to 954-820-5050. 954-820-5050. What? 954-820-5050. What? 954-820-50. 2050 20 20 20 50 50.
I knew you were going to come with a different beat. I knew it.
Text the word movers to 954-820-5050, and you'll get a link right into the room. And you'll get a text anytime we go live. And then on Sundays, join us right back here on this platform, Facebook and YouTube, for Power Walk Sunday, where we inspire and motivate you to walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction, where there is always, say always, Annette.
Always.
Where there is always a word for you. Your last words, Annette.
Well, wow, as we come to the end already, huh? Well, we want to thank you so much for sharing with us. As always, we had fun. And me and Anita often say, we're not psychologists and psychiatrists, but we're lifeologists. And so when we come on, we share what we feel that that needs to be said, and also what we've lived through. And it ties in with what she spoke about tonight. Trust the process. There's a process. Whatever you're going through, wherever you believe God is taking you, it's a process. You're not going to wake up one day, and going to have arrived. Some of the greatest singers, Whitney Houston and CeCe Winans, and the list go on and on, Beyonce, all the people. But they didn't wake up one day. They was talented, yes, but there was a process that they had to go through. So trust the process and let God do what he does.
Amen, amen, and amen. She done preached a little sermon there at the end. All right, good people. Thank you again. We love y'all. We love to come together on Mondays and Wednesdays and have a good time. But we gotta go. So those of you who are in Central Florida, stay safe. Annette, we pray that you all are safe tonight, because I know it's supposed to hit sometime between the wee hours of the night.
Yeah.
So stay alert. We're going to stay in prayer with y'all while you're going through the process, and my family who's there, and anybody else who's in the path of this storm. So let's keep each other lifted, and enjoy your week. Enjoy the balance of your week. Stay positive. We love you. We appreciate you. We send some love your way. Yes, yes, yes. Throwing up the hearts. Mwah, mwah. Y'all have a good one.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday. Each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms.
Making sure that toxic relationship we came out of don't make us bitter, but make us better. Yes. And so you're looking for somebody good out there, but you're not good yourself.
Absolutely.
So the thing about it is working within yourself. When you go into the relationship as your best and they go into the relationship as their best, then you have a great relationship.
Welcome to another amazing episode of the TMC podcast,
as we continue to help you take your relationship from surviving to thriving.
TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's speak it, orated, articulated, and reverberated. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbewell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patreon button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share.